Do you proudly sing the wrong lyrics to songs by Alanis Morissette, Blink-182, and Nirvana while you're hanging out the passenger side of your best friend's ride, trying to holler at someone? Do you know who holds the most MTV Spaceman trophies for music videos from your favorite genre? What's your age again? What's your age again? You might be a Xennial, and we are too. Hi, I'm Katie.
And I'm Danny.
And today on Generation in Between, we are going to have a little trivia fun with a musical twist. And no, not the kind of musicals Danny and I perform in. Don't worry, guys.
That's coming.
That's a different episode. So you all know we love a good trivia episode. So today we wrote our own trivia. We wrote our own script. We will be playing Xennial music trivia with prompts that we wrote ourselves for each other. We have not been prepped. I wrote mine. Danny wrote hers. She's going to ask me hers. I'm going to ask you mine. So I've crafted 5 questions for Danny that center on music from the 90s.
Yep. And I have created 5 questions for Katie that center on music from the 80s. So like we've told y'all before, we are 80s kids and 90s teens / young adults. So we needed to have both decades. We actually both use the same 5 prompts that Katie came up with. But we came up with our own songs, artists, and lyrics to use as the questions and answers. So like she said, we are not prepped. We're just going in blind. So this could be very interesting. I have a feeling we'll be singing some, possibly badly because we're not warmed up. Also though, Katie, you said MTV Spaceman is Moon Man. The trophies are called, yeah.
You're right.
I know. It's MTV Moon Man
the
trophy.
MTV Moon Man. So thankfully, that was not a trivia question.
No. And the reason for that is their initial like MTV promo little video guy was the Moon Man on the moon with the MTV
That's right,
flag.
with the flag. I can see him.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, he's a space guy.
Yeah.
He's a spaceman. Well,
so first bit of trivia there.
First bit of trivia. And regarding the singing, I just ate a peanut butter bar before this. So it's going to be extra good, you guys.
It's going to be
interesting. Good. And listeners, I hope that you'll play along with us at home and maybe even sing along. That would be great. And if you do have fun singing alongside us, playing alongside us, let us know on social media, particularly if we said something wrong.
Because it happens like every episode.
It does. Or let us know which ones you knew.
Yes.
Which ones you learned something about. And also, while you're there, be sure to share this podcast with all of your Xennial and non-Xennial friends and leave us a review wherever you're listening right this minute. That really helps us out a lot. Lets other people find fun episodes like this. So, Danny.
Yes.
Are you ready to get this party started?
Let's do it.
And I think since
Black Eyed Peas.
Yes. Let's get it started. Yeah. Okay.
Yay.
And I think since you did the 1980s, you should go first.
Oh, okay.
You should give me a question first.
Okay. Well.
So what's the first prompt?
So the first prompt is finish the lyrics to the song.
Okay.
All right. So I'm not telling you the artist or the song. Full stop honesty. This one is technically 1990, but they gained popularity in the 80s. But I loved this song and I wrote it down before I realized that
Wrong decade.
Came out in 1990. To be fair, I think it was recorded in the late 80s and released in 1990, but whatever.
I think it's close enough.
All right, let's see if you get it. You want me to sing it or read it?
Sing it if you can.
Okay, here we go. Step by step. Ooh, baby, gonna get to you, girl. It's coming. Step by step. Ooh, baby.
Ooh, really want you in my world.
Ding, ding, ding. Who sang that, Katie?
New Kids on the Block.
Yes, yes.
I would have thought 80s for that one for sure.
So I know. So New Kids on the Block were John, Jordan, Danny, Donnie, and Joey. Okay.
Joey
Y'all heard us talk about them before. That was my first concert, my first obsession, my first crush as a young girl. My first exposure to pop music boy bands, which I think was actually Lies, because my sister loved Menudo.
Oh, Menudo.
Shoot. Yeah. We'll revisit them later. But anyways, Step by Step was their first single from the album of the same name and released in 1990. And Step by Step was their biggest selling single.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we should probably tell y'all. We're going to throw in little tidbits about each song.
Or artist or whatever. Yeah.
We're going to throw in little tidbits too, just so you know, you can learn something.
Yeah.
So it was originally recorded by Maurice Starr's other group, one of his other groups. So Maurice Starr was like the evil genius producer of lots of 80s, 90s groups and artists. And we'll go into that another day. But he had another group called the Superiors, and they released this song by Motown Records in 1987, and it was not successful.
Wow.
Right.
Oh, well,
so it was a Motown. It was a soul song. It was an R&B song, and it was not a poppy song.
Okay.
It was not successful, but so he re-recorded it with the New Kids once they got to be popular, and boom.
Wow.
Interesting, right? So Step by Step was their 4th album release and came out at the peak of their popularity. Like that's why I thought it was the 80s. This was when they had tons of merch. I even had like a matching bedding set at this time that was all their faces, right?
Oh, yeah.
They had a Saturday morning cartoon. Yes, I watched it. Yes, look it up, please, Lord. It's so great. They had merch like crazy, bedding set, all the stuff. So it was like this album. I remember even I had a video, like a video VHS tape that was Step by Step, and it was like all their videos and stuff.
Wow.
And like little interviews with them, and that came out at the same time. So capitalism at its peak.
The sheets, the
sheets,
sing-along.
I had a sleeping bag.
All the things.
Star Stage.
Oh, yeah. The Star Stage is back.
Okay. So, all right. That was our number one. Yay, Katie got that right.
All right. So, a little bit different. Mine, now we're in the 90s.
Okay.
And we're going to finish the lyrics to this one. So, I'll sing it. And then when I stop, it's when you fill in.
All right.
And then we'll see if you even know the artist and all that.
Okay.
Excuse me. Here we go. La, 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 la. Me. Okay. Wake up the dawn and ask her why. A dreamer dreams she never dies. Wipe that tear away now from your eye. Slowly walking down the hall, faster than a cannonball.
Where were you while we were getting high?
Yes! Ding, 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 ding. And who is this and what
That's
are we?
Oasis.
Oasis. Do you remember the name of the song?
You will find me. Gonna dance. Champagne supernova in the sky.
That's it. Champagne Supernova by Oasis.
Oh, nice.
So the infamous Oasis song, the original title was actually Wishing Stone, which
lame.
is pretty lame compared to Champagne Supernova. The song was written by Noel Gallagher, who has said he's in the group. It's about an imaginary friend who's going to come and save you from yourself.
AKA champagne. Great.
Yeah, there you go. And so if you don't know or need a refresher, Oasis were an English rock band formed in 1991. They originally were known as The Rain, and Liam Gallagher was the lead vocals and tambourine. Paul Arthurs was guitar. Paul McGeehan, bass guitar. Tony McCarroll, drums. And then Liam's older brother, Noel Gallagher, was a 5th member after their formation. So they've sold over 75 million records. And they're some of the most successful acts in the UK with 8 number 1 singles in the UK.
And they had drama because the brothers, they broke up because of their fighting, right? Yeah. I don't know the details of that, but I do remember they like had beef.
Yeah.
Maybe they still do. I don't know.
Maybe they still do, but I loved Oasis.
Yeah.
Wonderwall.
I can remember my memory of that particular song. I was a sophomore in high school. And every weekend, me and my friends would get together at somebody's house. You know, we'd have like garage parties or whatever. And we would listen to that song on repeat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Repeat.
I still love those songs.
I know. They
make me so happy.
Good songs.
All right. That was
all right. We're 1 and 1. Look at us. Hooray. Okay. So, Katie, for some of these, I tried to pick songs from the year of our birth. So,
love that.
Katie was born in 1982. So this song in this category is from 1982.
Oh boy. Okay.
So you're going to have to name the song based on the chorus, which PS is kind of easy in the 80s because guess what? A lot of the chorus of songs was the title of the song.
Yeah.
It was like almost impossible. Like everything I looked up, I was like, well, dang it. The name is in the chorus. The name of the song is in the chorus. But here's the thing for this one. You need to know the artist for this one too.
Okay.
You're going to know the name of the song.
Okay.
but I need you to know the artist. And it's going to be a tricky one.
And it's from the year I was born. So obviously I wasn't listening to it.
You'll know the song.
I'll know it. Okay.
Ready? Here we go. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us all with the eye. I was like, oh, I ain't ready to belt yet this morning.
He's like,
I moved away from the microphone.
On to you, Katie.
I know. I was like, looking at Katie like soprano come in hot here. Alto 2 struggle. Whatever. Of the tiger.
There it is. Okay. It's Eye of the Tiger.
That is correct.
Thank you. Oh my God. I do know, but I don't know off the top of my head. Eye of the Tiger.
Think about it. Think about it.
Tiger. Dang. I don't know.
Okay. Survivor.
Yes.
Oh, I legit did not know that.
When you said it, it clicked immediately.
Okay. Here's just a bonus question. Do you know what movie it's from?
Is it a Karate Kid movie?
No, close. Rocky 3.
Oh.
Yeah. So, okay. Eye of the Tiger by Survivor came out in 1982. Theme song from Rocky 3 where Sylvester Stallone fights Mr. T, whose name was Clubber Lang. And he gets help with his training from his old rival, Apollo Creed, from earlier Rocky movies. Yeah. Interesting fact I found on this song related to the movie. I did not know, but Sylvester Stallone was the writer, director, and star of this movie.
Rocky 3.
Yeah.
I did not know that either.
Interesting, yeah?
Don't people say that's like the best one?
I don't know. I am not. I've seen them all.
Aren't there people who say that somewhere?
My husband said the best Rocky was the one with the Russian guy. I don't know.
I feel like that's that one. That's not that one?
No, because it's Mr. T.
Oh, Mr. T. Right.
Well, I don't know. Anyways, I'm not a Rocky aficionado, but also that song won a Grammy that year for Best Rock Performance by a Duo or Group and was also nominated but did not win for Best Song of the Year.
Okay.
And it has been like the fight song for 80 bajillion schools in the world. My high school was the Tigers. That was ours. LSU, which is close to where I'm from. You cannot be at an LSU game and not hear that song 600 times.
Yeah.
So yeah, Eye of the Tiger. I was doing good singing it till that end, and I was like, "Oh crap, I forgot about that part."
Y'all should have seen her face, the panic.
I
was just enjoying. I was just like, "Oh, this is."
She's
so
like,
nice.
"Oh, it's coming, it's coming."
And then I saw the bottom drop out for a second.
I can hit it. I need to be warmed up, peoples.
She wasn't quite there. But that was good.
Not quite there.
So we then now we'll go back into the 90s.
Let's go.
So you're gonna name the song based on the chorus. And it's funny you said that because it took me forever to find one for this because every chorus had the name.
Yeah.
This one actually doesn't. At the very end it does, but I was going to stop singing before that.
Okay.
To see if you know. And you can sing it if you know it because I stop right before they sing the name of the song. Okay. I said they. So there's a hint.
Got it.
Who it is. Okay. Here we go. Your love is like a river, peaceful and deep. Your soul is like a secret that I never could keep. When I look into your eyes, I know that it's true.
Is this 98 Degrees?
No, but close.
I have zero clue.
God must have spent a little more time on you.
Who is it?
In Sync. It's In Sync. But I actually had a moment where I was like, isn't that 98 Degrees? It's not,
They
though.
sang that other wedding-y type song.
Yeah, what was that one? This I Promise You? No, that's not them. This I Promise You. Oh, no, that might be In Sync too. I do cherish you.
Yes.
That one. That's what you're thinking of.
It is.
Okay, so In Sync, for those who don't know.
I can't believe I didn't get that one. Shame.
They probably deserve a whole episode on their own, and we'll probably do that. But In Sync is the boy band consisting of Lance Bass, Jay-Z Chazé, Joey Fatone, Chris Kirkpatrick, and of course, Justin Timberlake. And God Must Have Spent, which first of all, it's weird the way it's written. So it's parentheses. God must have spent, end parenthesis, a little more time on you. So were they trying to just call it A Little More Time on You?
Then why didn't they just call it that? I never understand parentheses in song titles.
And it's the beginning of the song title. Anyway, that song
Weird.
was sung by NSYNC, and it was the third single from their self-titled debut album in the US. And I guess some of their other singles were released in Europe. This one was not. So it only charted in the US.
In the US, okay.
And it reached number 8. So not one of their top ones. It included, it's just a single. Oh, the single included a live version of another song called Sailing. I don't know what that's all about. If you have this single, hit us up.
Sailing by NSYNC. The only song I know is Sailing, blah, 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 from the 80s.
Yeah.
Who sang that song? I only know that one word.
Christopher Cross. It says here something about Christopher Cross's song Sailing. So maybe they did a cover of it?
Oh, maybe they did.
Yeah.
I could see them singing that.
I can't read my own notes. But anywho, that was that song. And there's a bajillion things to say about NSYNC, but
I know.
we're not going to do it right now. But that's okay. You didn't know that one. I probably didn't sing it right.
You did.
I didn't sing it like JC.
Well, I mean,
I can't.
I
He's
knew
the best.
You sang it correct.
I think you got stuck in 98 Degrees World.
I did.
You thought it was 98
I
degrees.
totally
and
did.
then you got stumped.
I did.
That was it. All right.
Well, it's fine. All right. This next category is 2 true songs and a lie. So you got to pick out which song title does not belong to the artist or band. Okay.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. Yep. That's right.
I'm like, oh, did I do this wrong?
No, you did it right. I'm just reminding myself.
So since we did your birth year on the last one, we're doing mine. So this is going to be a little hard, but I think you'll be able to do it.
So 1980.
So 1980. And we're going with the group Blondie.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you the titles of 3 songs. Tell me which one Blondie did not record.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay. And then I'll tell you a little bit about each song. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. The Tide is High. Call Me. Magic. I knew it.
I know the other 2.
But you know what?
The tide is high. And then,
Call me. Call me. Yeah. Well, do you know who sings Magic?
No.
Okay. I thought you would get this right because I'll just go ahead and jump into it.
Magic.
It's from a movie musical.
Okay.
That came out in 1980.
Oh.
That is also a Broadway show as well. Xanadu.
Oh.
Okay. So, all right. So Magic was a 1980 hit by Olivia Newton-John, not Blondie.
Okay.
From Xanadu soundtrack.
I can hear it now.
So Xanadu was this musical fantasy film, which honestly I've never seen in its entirety.
Seen it either.
I think we need to do that.
We definitely
She plays a muse named Kira, descended from Mount Olympus, who helps a guy named Sonny pursue his dream of opening a fantastical nightclub. Listen, there are roller skates, there are banging clothes and songs, and Gene Kelly is in it.
What?
Yes.
Is he roller skating?
I don't know. He's dancing. I know that. So I'm like, okay, why have I never watched this in its entirety? It needs to happen.
Yeah.
So the other 2 songs, so I'll tell you a few things about Blondie. The band was formed in 1978. Lead singer, Debbie Harry.
Yes.
That's what Blondie is known for, hence the name. Founded by her and guitarist Chris Stein. They were also romantically involved. They were kind of part of the punk new wave scene. Does your husband like Blondie?
Yeah, that's how I know those 2 songs.
Got it. They're best known for like her vocals and her look, obviously. They disbanded in 82 when Stein became ill, but then they reunited in 98 for a European tour, and they came out with some albums since then.
Wow.
They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2006.
That's not a super long career, the beginning part. Are we talking like 4 years? 6 years?
74.
Oh, 74. I thought you said
74, and then to 72, and then they reunited. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So The Tide is High was one of their hits in 1980, although it wasn't their original. It was re-recorded from a version from a song in 1966 written by John Holt and recorded by the Jamaican band The Paragons.
I could hear that.
So they kept the island feel of the song. So I don't really know how I feel about that. Like this white lady singing Jamaican song. I don't know. Whatever. That's that song. And then of course, Call Me.
Yeah.
This was the top selling song in 1980. And here's I had to put this in here, a fun bit of trivia. It was in the movie American Gigolo. Did you ever see that movie?
I did see that movie.
Okay. This had a young handsome star by the name of Richard Gere.
Yes.
He plays a high-end escort. He gets involved with this fancy politician's wife, and then he becomes like the lead suspect of this murder case. This is the film that established him as a leading man. Also,
Really?
yes, also, it was one of the first films that required frontal male nudity of its star.
I remember that.
Obviously.
It's like, what else happened in that movie? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
That's really interesting.
So I found all kinds of trivia related to this question. So there you go.
Wow. There's a lot happening there. I
lot
don't know
happening.
if I have that much for mine. So, so the two true songs and a lie for me in the 90s.
Okay, I'm ready.
One of these titles I just made up.
Oh, look at you creative.
I didn't pick
Real songs.
I picked two real and then I just made up a song.
Okay, that's smart. I should have done that.
I don't know. I mean, I like what you did because we could talk about another song. Mine's literally attached to nothing that we could talk about.
To your brain.
Although it may be interesting to be like, where did you even come up with that title? Anyhow, so my three songs, well, two plus a lie, come from a group, an awesome girl group from the 90s, TLC.
Oh, yay. Okay.
Do you know a lot about TLC?
I do.
Okay, you'll probably get this then. Here are the three songs, and you're going to tell me which one is not a song of theirs.
All right.
Waterfalls. Work It Out. Case of the Fake People.
Oh, snap.
I tried to make one super easy, and then two like,
Okay, you like instantly got mine.
So
what was the second one?
So Waterfalls, Work It Out, Case of the Fake People.
I'm going to say Work It Out.
Is the lie.
Yeah.
You're right.
I was like, Case of the Fake People. I don't think Katie would just make that up.
But then I was like, you might wonder why I made it up. But yeah.
I don't know that song.
So that one, I don't know much about that one either. That was on, let's see, blah, blah, blah. That was on their album that has Creep on it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the same album. But honestly, I just looked at like a list of their songs and tried to find like an obscure one.
Nice.
And that was the one I found.
I like your method.
So TLC is an American girl group formed in 1990.
Yes.
Formed in the 90s in Atlanta. And the group's best known lineup. So over the years, like at the beginning and throughout, there have been different people. But the three that most people associate, which is where the TLC comes from, are Tian T-Boz Watkins, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, and Rosanda Chili Thomas. And they had a lot of success during the 90s, as well as early 2000s, 9 top 10 hits on Billboard Hot 100, including 4 number 1 singles, Creep, Waterfalls, No Scrubs,
yes,
and Unpretty.
Remember
that
I forgot
one?
about that song.
That was 2000s, early 2000s,
Yeah.
but I loved that song. And I referenced No Scrubs in the intro to this episode.
No Scrubs was my favorite.
They've sold 65 million records worldwide, and TLC is the best-selling American girl group of all time.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't have a lot of stats about the individual songs. See, again, we didn't consult each other.
No.
We had different methods, different things.
Yes.
But those are the songs. So good job spotting the lie.
I also get like really stuck in rabbit holes when I do research. If y'all haven't noticed, so I end up
love
with
it.
like random.
The rabbit holes are the best because you find all sorts of things down there.
I know. And then I'm like, well, I have to put that because that's so interesting.
Yep.
All right. So moving on. Well, I'm doing terribly on this game.
No, you got that one right.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. You've only gotten one
Correct.
wrong-ish.
Yeah. But that was wrong. That was 100% wrong. It was wrong. Katie's so positive. She's like, oh, it was just wrongish. No, it was 100.
You were on
wrong.
the right track.
Okay. So number 4 category is name the artist or band of the one-hit wonder.
Okay.
Your mailman's coming. Do you need to sign for that?
I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Nope. Okay.
He's gone. Okay.
This one is not from a year of our birth, but it's just from the 80s.
Okay.
I guess I shall sing this. Let me
Okay.
make sure there's no high soprano parts before I start doing that. Okay. So you have to name the artist or the band. You're going to know the song. I don't know if you'll know the artist or band, but you might. Here we
Okay.
go. Once I ran to you. Now I run from you. This tainted love you've given Give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears and that's not nearly all. Tainted love. All right.
Okay. It's Tainted Love.
Obviously.
God, why can't I figure out who this is? Because it's a one-hit wonder.
One-hit wonder.
Tainted Love by... Oh my gosh. Everyone's screaming right now. The name of it.
Maybe not, because I didn't know.
I don't know.
Soft Cell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sort of
I know.
rings a bell, but not really. Would have never come up with that.
So again, not an original song.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that interesting? So this song was released in 1981 by British duo vocalist Mark Almond and instrumentalist David Ball. I gotta love the instrumentalist part of the 80s because it's like synthesizer, keyboard. Let's go.
Let's do it.
This was released during the Eurocentric synth pop wave of the early 80s. Okay.
Okay.
Not an original song. Like I said, it was originally recorded by Gloria Jones in 1964.
Whoa.
Right? I know. So they only had this one American hit, but they had 12 top 40 hits in the UK.
Wow. Okay. All right. So one hit wonder here.
So yeah. So once I found that, I was like, oh, well, I guess it's only a one hit wonder here in our country. So
yeah.
But they had other hits over in the UK. So yeah. Tainted Love.
Tainted Love. Oh.
I stopped myself because I was like, well, we'll just keep going.
It'll just go on forever.
I know.
Just saying Tainted Love over and over. Okay. So mine's in the 90s. I was actually surprised that this was a one-hit wonder for this group.
Okay.
I have a lot here. Like, I have a lot of lyrics. I think I'm just going to go to the chorus because otherwise I'm going to be singing for a long time.
Well, you can. Go for it. It's your podcast.
It could be bad. So let's see what happens. I'll just go to the chorus because it's kind of long anyway. Love me, say that you love me, fool me, go on and fool me, love me, pretend that you love me, leave me, just say that you need me.
That's the Cardigans from the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack. That's why I know it. Yes.
Do you know the name of the song?
It's Love Me. No?
No, you're close. It's a weird name.
Oh, I know it's the Cardigans.
You got that part.
No, I don't know the name of it.
Love Fool.
Love Fool.
One word. Love Fool by the Cardigans, which I guess I don't know if I'm confusing them with someone else, but
they just sound kind of similar to several other peeps.
I've heard them sing other stuff, but so this was originally released in 1996 on the band's album. They're a Swedish rock band, the Cardigans, but then it was on the soundtrack for Romeo and Juliet, end of 96, and it catapulted it to international recognition. It peaked at number 2 in the UK, following a re-release in 97. In North America, it reached number 3 in Canada. And it only got to number 2 on the US Billboard Hot 100, which I'm surprised about because I would have thought that was a number 1 hit. But yeah, from Romeo and Juliet, which again, I wrote these questions before today. And if you listen to our last episode when we were talking about music clubs, Danny showed me the Romeo and Juliet CD. I was like, do you know what this is? Like without knowing what it's called. And I knew it on looking at it because that was such an iconic movie. This song is just intertwined with that movie.
That's so crazy. I love that. Look at that podcast universe working.
It's so wild.
It's so fun.
Oh man, I think we're at the final.
Yeah, we're there. Did you do a bonus?
I forgot. But we can do your bonus.
I followed directions.
Okay, you followed the directions that I wrote.
Katie did.
But I didn't. I was like, here's the directions. Do all of this. I'm not going to do all of it. But
okay, well, that's fine. I have a bonus one. So we're fine.
We're good.
All right. So this is just miscellaneous, right? Yeah. Number 5 is miscellaneous piece of trivia.
Yep.
So here you go, Katie. What band was known as the Fab Five in the 1980s?
Fab Five.
So I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
Even though shouldn't.
Is it?
You want me to give you a hint or no? I'll wait.
Yeah, give me a hint.
Okay. Hint was the Beatles were also known as the Fab Five. Fab Five in America, not in the 80s. This group, I'm going to give you some more hints.
Okay.
This group is considered the second British invasion after the Beatles.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I should know this. Is this like early 80s? Late 80s?
It's early 80s. But they had hits throughout.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Duran.
Okay.
I was like, if I give you
Okay.
anything else, it would have just totally
would've-
gave it
I
away.
would've
So
known, yeah.
Duran was an English band, obviously. Lead singer Simon, drummer Roger Taylor, keyboardist Nick Rhodes, guitarist Andy Taylor, bass player John Taylor. So Rhodes and Taylor formed the band in 1978. This was an interesting piece of trivia. They got their name from Dr. Durand in the sci-fi film Barbarella.
Are you saying Durand with a D at
Yes.
the end? Okay. Durand.
Yes. So Dr. Durand.
Okay.
And they just dropped the D's and the doctor, and that was their name. So Barbarella film is credited with the name of Duran.
Awesome.
Yeah. So the rest of the members were out in 1980. So Duran, they were kind of like innovators of the music video during the time. And because of MTV, they're credited with being the second British invasion.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think I would have guessed that.
It was a
More
hard one.
hints I would have, but okay, cool. All right. So my out of the box one, I actually have multiple choice for mine. So you
She's
can
like,
pick.
I gave you choices.
I have no bonus, but there is multiple choice. All right. So this is my miscellaneous random trivia from the 90s.
Maybe you shouldn't give me multiple choice then. Maybe I should just wing it.
I'm going to see if you know it.
Okay. All right.
If not, maybe I'll give you the multiple choice.
Okay,
And then
all
you
right,
can
all
tell
right.
me. Which group / artist was the first to bring mainstream auto-tune to listeners' ears in a pop hit in the 90s? And in the 1990s. Even with multiple choice, you might not know it. But do you know?
Where we just talked about this, I feel like it was in the 90s. I want to say Britney, but she couldn't have been the first. No,
Was
she's
it
not
her?
the first.
She's on my multiple choice list, but it's not her.
No, it's not her.
This was actually, I think, a little bit after Britney.
Was it
Britney-
T.I.?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
It was Cher. Believe.
Do you believe in life after love? That's my Cher impersonation.
Non-auto-tuned. I joined you, though, so it's probably really
That's so
bad.
bad.
In listeners' ears.
We're never going to get cast in anything ever again.
Ever.
All right.
So my multiple choice
Cher.
options were Beastie Boys, Britney Spears, No Doubt, Cher, or I put Babyface. No one needs an auto-tuned Babyface. I don't know what I was
Girl.
thinking. So
When I said T.I., that was 2000s.
That was a little later. Britney did use it later.
Right.
But Cher was the first one. So the Cher song Believe was the first ever pop song to use autotune in 1998. And it reached number 1.
Wait, 98. Oh, because Britney
Believe.
was later.
Well, she was singing before that, but I don't think they were using autotune yet.
Got it.
But like her hush, just stop.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. That was later.
Yeah.
That was later. You're welcome. Listen. The 1998 Believe song reached number 1 in the US, UK, France, Germany, Australia, Canada. The list goes on for a really long time. Basically saying that you could release something on autotune and people were going to listen to
Yeah.
it. And
I
then-
have that CD in my collection.
I know. When you said that earlier, you go Cher Believe. I was like, what the heck?
That's
That's on
so
my
weird.
list.
I love
That was
it.
crazy. All right. Well, that was it for mine. So what do we got for a bonus question? If nothing else, we can give it to the listeners.
You might get this.
Okay.
It is multiple choice.
Good.
Okay.
She's like, you might get it.
You might
Bless your heart. Since it's multiple choice, it's possible.
No. I think you might get this one. Okay. So this is our bonus question is from the 2000s. Okay.
Okay.
So in 2004, who was featured on Snoop Dogg's hit song Drop It Like It's Hot? Was it Ludacris, Andre 3000, or Pharrell Williams?
I was going to say Pharrell Williams before you gave me the multiple choice.
Yes?
Yeah. Pharrell Williams.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. I remember that.
So that song was from Snoop's 7th studio album, Rhythm and Gangsta, the masterpiece. Snoop performs the chorus and the second and third verse, and Pharrell performs the first.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can hear that in my head. I don't even know if I want to try to sing that one because it's got so many pop.
We have no business trying to sing Snoop or
I was trying to do the rhythm and I think
Yeah,
I
we
even got
can't.
that wrong. So no.
Yeah, we're not even going to try.
Look
you're
it up
you're
on
welcome,
your,
audience.
Look it up on your Spotify. That's
Danny
what
and Katie have no business.
would recommend.
So this was Snoop's fourth top 10 as a solo artist. He had others with Dr. Dre. And this single was Pharrell's biggest hit worldwide until 2013's Get Lucky, Blurred Lines, and Happy.
Okay.
So
I didn't
Blurred
know...
Lines he did with What's His Face.
Yeah.
And Get Lucky he did with...
Robin.
Yeah, Robin Thicke was Blurred Lines. Get Lucky was
Daft Punk.
And then Happy was him.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
See, I knew it. I love that song too. I've heard so many songs today, 80s and 90s, and looking through your CDs. And girl, I am going to send you a Selena CD.
I know.
Listeners, if you didn't listen to our last episode, you need to tune in. I should have given you a Selena question. Or Menudo. Now we're going to have to do a round
Fun fact. I have a fun fact about Menudo. For those of you that don't know, they were a boy group. I can't remember now what country were they. Puerto Rican, or were they just Latino boy
from different
bands?
Places? I'm not sure.
Anyway, fun fact, like my sister loved them. I have a friend named Cynthia whose husband is Puerto Rican. He's I think Brant's age.
Okay.
Actually, he's older than Brant by a few years. Anyway, he auditioned to be in Menudo.
Wow.
He is the singer. Yes.
Can you imagine?
I know. They told me that one time. She sent me a picture and I was like, oh my gosh.
That is so crazy.
He looks just like the younger one.
Okay.
I mean, they had various members
through the years, yeah.
But I was like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. So yeah, he did. He auditioned.
That is so cool. Little brush with fame.
I know,
there.
Sort of, almost made
it. I wonder if that would make you happy or sad,
right?
But if they're telling you, they must think it's like a fun, happy story.
Yeah.
And we've talked before about the abuse of fame,
Correct.
so there is that. So it's just that's so crazy. Well, those were super duper fun.
Yeah.
And listeners, I hope you had fun too. We'll have to do this again. If you have any prompts for us, like if you heard our prompts today and you're like, oh, I have a good idea for music trivia, send them our way. And thanks again for listening to Generation in Between, a Xennial podcast. If you liked what you heard, speaking, trivia, singing, anything, share us with your friends of all generations. Leave us a review wherever you listen to your podcast, wherever you're listening right now. You can also find us on patreon.com. Become a monthly supporter for $8, just $8, since we're 80s babies. And you'll have access to bonus episodes soon and other perks. All of the things I just said are also linked in our show notes. And we hope you've really enjoyed this little Wayback Machine visit. And this is so funny. I always write a little thing at the end of the show, and in my template for the scripts, I always put something witty from the show. And that's what my script says because I didn't write one.
Okay, so until next time, something witty from the show.
Until next time, something witty from the show. Goodbye, listeners. See you soon.